I always knew my parents weren't perfect, but I never thought they could do something so vile to me. They always controlled me, made decisions for me, and convinced me that they knew better what was right for me. I lived at home under their supervision, studied at university, and tried not to cause any trouble. But when I found out they had taken out loans and credit cards in my name, my trust in them vanished completely. At first, everything seemed normal. They paid the bills on time, and I didn't even suspect anything was wrong. I didn't have a key to the mailbox, so I never saw any notifications or warnings. But when I finished my second year of university and decided it was time to move out and start living independently, everything changed. I told my parents I planned to rent my own place, and they exploded. They yelled that it was a stupid idea, that I was just wasting money and should stay at home. Their reaction was so intense that it made me suspicious. To rent an apartment, I needed to pass a credit check. And when I finally did, everything became clear. I had a debt of $40,000 hanging over me. I was stunned. I had never taken out loans or applied for credit cards. I couldn't believe my own parents could do something like this. At first, I tried to talk to them. I told them they needed to pay off the debt immediately. They replied that they didn't have the money. I suggested a compromise. If I couldn't control my finances because of them, I at least wanted to change the rules at home so my boyfriend could stay overnight. But they just laughed and said I couldn't blackmail them. I realized they weren't going to change anything. They didn't even feel remorse. To them, I was just a convenient source of money. I felt anger, disappointment, pain, but worst of all, I felt betrayed. In desperation, I called my aunt and asked if I could stay with her for a while. She agreed, but started asking what had happened. I told her everything, and in response, she shared stories about children whose lives had been ruined by parents who used them for their own purposes. She asked me, "Do you really want to become another victim?" This made me think. For the first time, I realized I had to take action. I went to the police and filed a report for fraud. They started an investigation, and soon my parents were arrested. They were charged, and now they will face the consequences of their actions. I don't know what will happen next. I'm left, without a family, without financial stability, but at least I'm no longer their victim. And maybe that's already a victory.